Hi everyone, I am very honored to give this presentation to the members of Swedish Parliament alongside with the UN Special Rapporteur Dr. Javid Rahman and other distinguished guests as well. While I was listening to Dr. Javid Rahman, it was like someone is squeezing my heart. I couldn't believe whether he's talking about Iran or ISIS. While I'm sitting here in front of you, today we just heard a regime that doesn't allow its own women to make decisions for their body has been elected by UN to its top women's body to monitor condition of women around the world. This is an insult to more than 50 women of my country, Iran, who are in jail right now, and to millions of other women who get beaten up by the same regime. All the laws of the Islamic Republic are anti-women. As a woman, I am not allowed to ride a bicycle. I'm not allowed to travel abroad without getting permission from my husband. I'm not allowed to dance. I'm not allowed to enter a stadium. I'm not allowed to be a judge. I'm not allowed to be a president. I'm not even allowed to sing solo. So imagine you are Muslim or you're not, you're Jewish, you're Christian, or you don't practice any religion. You have to follow all the Sharia laws. If not, then you won't exist. In the eyes of the regime, any woman who stands up for her basic rights is a criminal. You, every individual of you listening to me, you're unveiled or you don't practice Sharia law in Iran. If you visit Iran and you take off your hijab, then the government will treat you like a criminal. Last year, the world was shocked by the news of Romina, a 14-year-old teenager girl in Iran. She was beheaded by her own father as she was sleeping. It was an honor killing, of course. The father who cut his daughter's heads off got 9 years in prison. But a young woman called Sabah Afshari, who just removed her headscarf, received 24 years prison sentence. Just think about this. Iranian people have taken to the streets in massive protests twice in the past 3 years to say no to such a brutal regime. As I mentioned from the beginning, more than 1,500 people, according to Reuters, were killed in November 2019. And some of those protesters are waiting to be executed. Many of the family who simply ask, I want to know who killed my son, I want to know who killed my daughter, also got arrested. And yet, many European countries, international organizations look away and they just want to shake the hands of a regime that acts exactly like ISIS. Governments, like Swedish government who went to my beautiful country, the Swedish feminists who obeyed compulsory hijab without even challenging this discriminatory law. Many governments who want to trade with the Islamic Republic always try to find an excuse for their commercial activities. Before you shake the hand of a murdering regime, I have a message from the mothers whose children were murdered by the same regime. If your own children, this is actually their question. If your own children were killed by an oppressive government simply for the crime of protesting, what would you do? Would you shake hands with the killers of your own children? Would you negotiate trade deal with them? Or would you try to bring them to justice? That's all those mothers and fathers of the victims want you to understand. Instead of shaking hands with the like was Javad Zarif, the foreign minister of the Islamic Republic, the Europeans have a duty to call for a proper investigations into November protests. We need justice. If you look away, history will judge you.